You're in the top 1% of football card collectors if you know all the differences and parallels in 2023 Prizm. Obviously joking, but between Green Ice, Green Wave, Neon Green Pulsar, Red Sparkle, Red, White, and Blue, No Huddle, White Sparkle, Disco, Orange Ice, Laser, it's extremely hard to keep track of. So I'm going to do my best to talk through each of the different parallels. Let me be clear, the non-numbered parallel. Getting into the numbering is a whole other conversation. Trying to decipher which is best, which is worst, which you should be looking for. Not buying advice, do your own research, make your own decisions. I'm looking at CJ Stroud, Jordan Addison, and Jahmyr Gibbs. It's going to vary for every single player. Some of these sales happened recently, some happened long ago, so values can change. We're just trying to put these in buckets. Generalizations. So first and foremost, you want to know if you pull an SSP. You want to know if you're holding an SSP in your hand because they are not. White Sparkle is top tier. Resembles No Huddle. But CJ Stroud White Sparkle Raw last sold for over $8,000 at the end of July, while a No Huddle sold for $250 just recently. And to put that in perspective, a Jahmyr Gibbs White Sparkle sold for $500 at the end of last season, February 8th. Next up, with 2023 Prizm, you're going to want to take note of Snakeskin, because while White Sparkle is top tier, Snakeskin isn't as valuable, but that is a hefty card. As far as I know, CJ Stroud Snakeskin hasn't sold since January, and that was for over $4,500. And there's currently one for sale on eBay right now. Buy it now, $6,800. Checkerboard pattern. I've never really liked the look of these, but there's a red and black, and there's a white and black. Both are valuable. Red and black is more valuable. Here you can see the comparisons on the Stroud. And then here's the Gibbs, and here's the Addison. I know we're talking all sorts of crazy patterns here, but don't be fooled. Some of the really plain, quote-unquote, boring-looking SSPs are valuable. Blue SSP, red SSP, those are among the most valuable. I couldn't find a CJ Stroud Blue SSP that has sold recently, but there's one currently listed for sale at $5,000. PSA 9 has 16 watchers. A Jahmyr Gibbs Blue sold in April of 2024 for $500, and a Jordan Addison sold for $200 in July. In addition to the red, there's a red sparkle. CJ Stroud had a red sparkle sold for $700 at the beginning of the month. So basically, white sparkle top tier, snakeskin. If you see a red, as long as it's not red, white, and blue, alarm bell should be going off. And same with the straight blue. Looks boring, but worth it. And then your checkerboards. Last but not least, press proof SSP. There's a CJ Stroud SGC 9.5 that sold for $1.5K in early September. And then one for Jordan Addison and Jahmyr Gibbs sold for a little over $100 at the beginning of the year. From there, there are a handful of different green parallels. Green Ice, Green Wave, and there's a Neon Green. Green Ice is the most valuable of those. To compare, CJ Stroud had a Green Ice sell for $500 on September 10th, while the other three have sold between $67, $88 over the last few days. So again, there's lots of greens, Green Ice. In the same conversation, Purple Pulsar and No Huddle. So you have your SSPs, you have Green Ice, Purple Pulsar, and No Huddle. For Stroud, he had a purple Pulsar sell for $510 in just a couple days ago. No Huddle sold for $250 yesterday. Everything else that might look cool, yeah, but they just don't hold the value that the other cards have. These include your red, white, and blues, your pinks, your laser, orange ice, and disco. Of course, for someone like CJ Stroud, these are all going to be worth something. And it's not like these are throwaway cards for the others. I mean, Jordan Addison, Jahmyr Gibbs, rookies, I don't know, you can call it $5, $10 for most of them. And then, of course, silver. We talked about silver with Optic or the Hollows. They're kind of in the same conversation until that player starts taking off. Like CJ Stroud silver is worth much more than those others that I just mentioned. So again, no perfect way to dice this up. White sparkle, snakeskin, red, anything red, blue, press proof. You have your checkerboards of the greens, Green Ice, No Huddle, and Purple Pulsar.